More on politics. NDC presidential candidate Peter Obi is calling on Inec to publish the academic certificates of all candidates seeking elective office.
All right, so let me tell you people what's happening on that ground, right?
Yeah. The candidate, they don't say no work. They don't say no work. Nigerians, they don't say fall back.
Arguing that transparency strengthens democracy and builds public trust.
You go to Inec and you look at the president's form, primary school, nil. Secondary school, nil. Then university graduate. How?
When I say they're gonna learn, I mean they will learn and they will learn the hard way.
When Icon is not the man to talk to like that, they they're not sending these ones to come and stand. That thief where the new catch, come explain to us.
So before I start posting the next evidence against the...
That he didn't go to a primary school, is that what you're saying?
He did not reveal it, but I'm just telling you that he did not reveal it, but I'm telling you that in those days, you don't have to go.
What kind of a country is this?
Not. So you as Senator Oshomole, if you were the NSC president, would you be protesting against...
The answer. You can't ask me 10 questions at the same time.
It's the same question, sir.
Stick to your tradition. You are well
the same
known.
Question.
No, 2027, ladies and gentlemen, let us vote for competence.
Governor Hope Uzodinma says the Southeast has decided, according to him, to back President Tinubu in 2027. As someone from that region, do you believe that statement reflects the mood of the ordinary Igbo man or the man in the Southeast?
That statement. Hello everybody, welcome back to Plan B TV News Gist and Blog. We have up gist for you guys. Over the weekend, Peter Obi went on his S account to tweet and said that now that all the presidential candidates are fulfilled their registrations on the Inec portal, please, the Inec chairman, Mark Biton, can you now release the qualification of all candidates starting from their school certificates? And that tweet have caused a whole lot of chaos on Aso Rock, on all the APC camp, on the net of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, I want you guys to listen to how the Arise TV News dealt with the tweet and their reaction. Then we'll come back to give you guys the Aso Rock response and the chaos that is following this tweet. We'll be right back.
More on politics. NDC presidential candidate Peter Obi is calling on Inec to publish the academic certificates of all candidates seeking elective office, arguing that transparency strengthens democracy and builds public trust. Peter Obi made the request in a post on X after completing his Inec nomination form. He stated in part that while completing his form, Section E, Question 6 was, have you ever presented a forged certificate to Inec? Again, the answer is either yes or no. This raises another important question. Why shouldn't Inec, in the interest of ensuring that our leaders are exemplary in following the rules and to strengthen public confidence in our electoral process, publish the academic certificates and credentials submitted by every candidate seeking elective office? Transparency strengthens democracy and builds public trust. Nigeria's problems are too serious for politics as usual. It is time for leadership defined by competence, character, capacity, compassion, and commitment to service. I mean, Peter Obi is saying it should not be politics as usual. I mean, Ayo, go ahead.
So I read that statement and I
where's the stone going?
The
stone is defamatory.
No. Beyond the stone, there was another question he asked in that particular post, and I thought it was quite interesting. Right. He said when they asked that, are you of sound mind?
Yes.
He said he was.
That one too.
Yes. that are we really of sound mind? And it's funny but very serious that if we're of sound mind, how can we continue business as usual when we have a number of our children having spent about 46 days in captivity, and we continue, where people cannot go about their usual duties because of the trauma that we faced based on insecurity? And so he said, he paused, that truly, are we of a sound mind? It's true, because there's almost a syndrome where we have become beholden or we become used to what ought not to be. things that ought to be bad governance, we'll spend days debating about it, whether or not it's good or not. We have people coming to defend the indefensible at times. And so that was quite an interesting thought, I thought, that he posed out there. But on this matter of transparency, absolutely spot on. In the interest of strengthening democratic principles and ensuring that we change or upgrade the quality of our leadership and the leadership process, it's only fair that we have transparency across board. And I add to that, not just their certificates, their health, the state of their health. If you're going to get any job, any high level, high paying job, you'll go through medicals. And that is a key part of whether or not you'll be considered for employment. If we're going for the highest position, at least one of the most important positions in the land, the people deserve to know your academic credentials to let us know that, yes, you went to school, all the things that you're qualified to lead the largest black nation, and the largest country on the African continent. Then beyond that, of course, is declaration of assets. Oh, gee, we keep saying that this person is donating this person has this amount of money. Where is the money coming from? And when you trace the person's background, the only thing they've done is politics. There's no family history of wealth. There's no inheritance that made you magically rich. So these are some of the things that if we're not serious about tackling, we're not going to be serious about the kinds of leaders that we have, and we'll continue to see the bottom barrel lead a group of people who are intellectuals, people who go around the world and do great things. Very important questions, and Inec has a case to answer. Or should we respond to this?
I mean, I guess it's the process, but I think that he's making valid points as to how to scrutinize the credentials of presidential candidates.
Now, immediately Peter Obi said all of this, and Arise TV News followed, and others news outlets, they all posted it, news agencies, bloggers, everybody was saying, yes, want to see the Bola Ahmed Tinubu result. Not just Bola Ahmed Tinubu, everybody qualification, boom. The Inec, in his own kind gesture, released the results of all presidential candidates, and that did not sit well. That just makes everything just scatter. But then, I want you guys to watch this particular video of Tekuma on how he made breakdown about the result that we released. We'll be right back to give you guys the latest gist on town that is causing chaos in Nigeria.
Something is bothering me, guys. I need your help. I saw the recent publication where Inec revealed the credentials of presidential aspirants in the 2027 elections. And I saw that Peter Obi graduated from St. Augustine's Primary School, Anambra, in 1973, graduated from Christ the King College, that's a secondary school, in 1978, and then he graduated from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in 1984. And then I went to the credentials of our current president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who is the presidential candidate of the APC. I'm saying that there's no primary school listed. There's no secondary school listed. The only thing listed here is a BSc that was obtained in 1979. Even the name of the institution was not listed. So I'm wondering, is it that President Tinubu was too busy to provide information regarding his primary education and secondary education? Or is it that he cannot remember? Or what exactly is the reason behind this omission? And the reason why I'm bothered about this is because I mentor a lot of kids and young adults. What if one of these kids that I mentor come to me one day and say, Uncle Tekuma, which primary and secondary school did President Tinubu attend? What am I going to say to that kid? So I searched online for this information. But whenever I stumble on a particular primary school, I will not see another news report that says people are saying that he actually did not attend that primary school. It's a very confusing situation. So please, I'm calling on all well-meaning Nigerians. If you have information regarding the exact primary school and secondary school that our president attended, could you please let us know? Or if you know his classmates or you are one of his classmates, could you please let us know? Because any primary or secondary school that was able to groom someone who would later become the president of Nigeria, the giant of Africa, such a school deserves to be celebrated. And it's important that we know. Because very soon, my daughter, who was born during this Tinubu administration, would come and ask me one day, Daddy, which primary school did President Tinubu attend? I want to attend that primary school as well. Which school will I take her to? If that be the case, guys, please help us solve this problem. This is a matter of national importance. Thank you all for your attention to this matter, and may God bless Nigeria. Cheers.
Now you listen to the results that were released. Festus Keyamo in 2023, now 2026, defending Bola Ahmed Tinubu, said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu don't need to go to school to become president, especially during his days, during his time that you don't need to go to primary school to pass. People school from home, people study from home to pass the exam, and that is what Bola Ahmed Tinubu did, and that's how he was able to pass his exam. And I want you guys to watch.
Okay. In 1999, when he was running, the certificates that he dropped and right now, and the forms that he did submit right now to run for president, the certificates, there's discrepancy there that have been noticed.
Chicago State University.
That wasn't submitted in 1999.
Okay. Which one did he submit?
Where's the primary?
I just explained that to you now.
You're confirming to us that he didn't go to a primary school. Is that what you're saying?
He did not reveal it, but I'm just telling you that he did not reveal it. But I'm telling you that in those days, you don't have to go. You don't have to. They read and pass GC from home. Great men do.
And secondary school?
Great men. Yeah, the secondary school. That's GC now.
Yeah.
Yes, they pass it from home.
Okay. Or they pass it from home?
Yes,
okay.
Great men do. Okay. And it's a part of it. In fact, it is one of the virtues that you use to know great men. So that they read
that they don't go to school.
That they read from home. They read and dug in and burnt the midnight oil from home.
Okay, we are almost running.
Now, Bola Ahmed Tinubu passed his exam. We are not trying to argue, but where is the result? They are not asking, oh, he school from home. You cannot take it after somebody that it is not his own right or duty not to school from home. But the exam when you can't write that primary school exam, the secondary school exam, and the university when you say you go for Nigeria, you just direct go Chicago University. I want you guys to watch this particular video of Atiku calling out President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, saying that he have never seen this kind of thing in his life. And I want you guys to watch.
In 2027, ladies and gentlemen, let us vote for competence. Let us vote for character. Not a school forger. Not a drug baron, not a corrupt person. Believe me, if you go to Inec and you look at the president's form, primary school, nil, secondary school, nil, then university graduate. How? How? This is what is presently in the file of Inec of our current president. How? What kind of a country is this? Therefore, let us vote for the future. My dear young Nigerians, the future of our country will not be decided only in Aso Rock. It will not be decided only in party headquarters. It will not be decided only in television studios or on social media. It will be decided in our communities. It will be decided in our schools. It will be decided in our workplaces. It will be decided in our polling units. Above all, it will be decided by ordinary Nigerians who refuse to surrender their future to fear, manipulation, or despair. This retreat must not end with inspiring speeches, beautiful photographs, and good intentions. It must become the beginning of a national movement. A national movement to change this government, to drive APC out of power, to drive Bola Tinubu out of office, and send him back to the A movement that educates, a movement that organizes, a movement that unites, a movement that inspires, a movement that protects democracy. And a movement that reminds Nigerians that public office is a sacred trust, not a private inheritance. To our political leaders across all parties, I say this respectfully. Young Nigerians are not merely a voting population to be remembered every 4 years. They are citizens to be respected, partners to be engaged, leaders to be developed. The future custodians of our republic are seated here today. Open the doors of leadership to them. Trust them with responsibility. Reward competence above loyalty. Reward integrity above patronage. Create opportunities that allow them to fulfill their enormous potential. To the young Nigerians gathered here today, I leave you with this challenge. We not merely demand a better Nigeria, become the generation that builds it. Do not merely criticize bad leadership. Prepare yourselves to provide good leadership. Do not merely ask what Nigeria can become. Ask what history will say about your generation. History presents every generation with a defining moment. This is your own. This is yours. Years from now, your children will ask where you stood when Nigeria stood at crossroads. They will ask whether you accepted hopelessness as your destiny or not. Whether you watched from the sidelines while others decided your future. They will ask. Or whether you stood up peacefully, organized responsibly, voted courageously, and helped change the cause of your nation. My generation has carried the baton this far. Today, with confidence and hope, I place the baton in your hands. Carry it with courage, as I have done over the years. Carry it with discipline. Carry it with integrity. Carry it with patriotism. Build a Nigeria where talent triumphs over pride, where competence triumphs over connections, where justice triumphs over injustice, where triumphs over despair, where every child can dream without fear, where every young person can succeed through hard work, where every citizen can once again believe that government exists to serve the people. The task before us is great, but the Nigerian spirit is greater. The road ahead may not be easy, but no great nation was ever built by people who surrendered to despair. None. My dear young Nigerians, the future is not something we inherit. The future is something we build ourselves. Let history record that when Nigeria called, your generation answered. Let history remember that when democracy was tested, your generation defended it. Let history remember that when hope seemed to fade, your generation restored it. Let history remember that together we rebuilt the promise of Nigeria. Nigeria does not need another miracle. Nigeria needs courageous leadership, active citizenship, and a generation determined to make this nation work. I believe that generation is here. Here. Together, let us rise. Together, let us rebuild. Together, let us renew the promise of our great nation. Future leaders of this country, God bless the Rise of Nigeria movement. God bless the Nigerian youth, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
You listen to what Atiku said, that this time around, Nigeria needs to vote for competence, they need to vote right, especially this 2027. Now, Nigerians, for the past 3 years, now going to 4 years now, Nigeria have seen Sheikh Gibawasa. Even everybody, the lame, the blind, the sick, everybody is crying that they don't want Bola Ahmed Tinubu again, except some certain people who are bigots. They said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu must continue because of the renewed hope. If you ask what Bola Ahmed Tinubu did, they will tell you nothing. Okay. Anyway, I want you guys to watch this particular video of Adas Oshomole defending Bola Ahmed Tinubu, telling you why you should vote for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I want you guys to watch.
I don't know your family background, but for people like me, I couldn't go directly to a university because my parents even had difficulties pay my school fee for secondary school. Will you vote against it? Of course, I will vote for it.
Policy,
so I will ask you.
Yeah.
I'm asking you now, not a
What about insecurity?
Wait.
What about unemployment?
Wait. One by one. You
Are
are not going to get away with three questions.
Are the lives of Nigerians
you must
better?
keep to the finest tradition of journalism.
But the question is, Senator,
I will answer them one by one.
Whether or not
so
you as Senator Oshomole, if you were the NSC president, would you be protesting
giving you
against?
The answer. You can't ask me 10 questions at the same time.
It's the same question, sir.
Stick to your tradition. You are well
The same
known.
question.
No, it's not the same question. It's not yes or no.
Would you, as Adam
I
Soshomole,
will.
if you,
I will.
as NSC
I
president,
will.
would you protest against this government if you were still NSC president?
You don't protest without reason.
So you think
protest is only what you protest for specific reason. Number two, so I ask you, will I be protesting now? I will not protest. So I cannot protest against a man who had the courage to do what other people could do.
Now that you watch this video, I also want you guys to watch this particular video of Mama P. We'll be right back.
Cardinal will point out certificates. When I say the man not get certificates, when I say the man gets. Please, I want to beg the media team. You know, you all, the moment you see videos this week, just the repost. They share, they repost like with the Chris. Because that's all you need to do. Because you see this APC, now together, we'll pursue the come for this country. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye and God bless.
Anyway, we draw the curtain here. You listen to the full video. So we decide to break it in different segments because there are a lot to this particular video. I don't just want to congest everything in one video. So we'll talk more about this particular topic, though in a slight dimension. Now that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is contemplating, should he continue or should he just resign because they don't catch and say he's incompetent. Anyway, I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section to tell me your thoughts about this particular video. Do you think that we should be more concerned about the person that is going to preside over the country, either you have results or not, and there should be transparency? If you have results, just come out plain and say you have results. If you don't have, tell the people who will still vote for you will still vote for you. Also, there is no need for you to lie about your health. How can you be a president and you are sick? They lock you inside the bunker. Anyway, we'll talk about that in a separate video. I love you guys. God love you more. I'll be waiting for you guys in the comment section to tell me your thoughts regarding to this particular video you just watched. Until we meet again, peace out.